Hi guys, I hope all of you are doing well. This is your Nifty Guy. Welcome to today's episode of Decoding Nifty with me. This is the series where we decode and analyze Nifty on multiple time frames daily post the market so that we are prepared to handle the markets the next day with much more confidence and clarity. And while we are doing that, we also learn how to read what is happening behind the scenes, trying to understand who is in control so that we can take a much more informed and a higher probable trade. All right. So in case if you guys like the way I put out the Nifty analysis as well as price action concepts, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your trading friends and community who might benefit out of it. Uh, and as well as put down anything that you might have to say in the comments box, be it feedback, criticism, any questions. I am open to everything. Right, today's video will be very interesting. I have started trading from today, uh, post my vacation, and I must say it was a very good start to the trading day, start to the new trading up after the vacation, right? And today we'll also learn how to trail on a good trending day like today, right? So, without further ado, we'll start with today's analysis. First, we'll start off with what we had planned yesterday versus how it played out in the market. What was going on in my head while I was reading the price? After I took my entry, how did I trail my particular stop loss? Where did I exit? And everything. We'll discuss everything and then we'll plan the day for tomorrow, right? So market opened with a gap up, moved up a bit higher. Now this was a range of zone of volatility, and we were not looking at any trade between this. Either we had to wait for a close above this particular high, and then on a long with a pullback we would have gone long, or we needed a close below this particular trend line. That is what we had planned yesterday. Now. Just excuse me, guys. My dog is outside my room and he is barking. There's nobody at home. Just hold on for a second. I'll just bring him inside. Sorry for the interruption. So, market gave us a closing below our trend line, gave us the required pullback. All we needed to do was enter a short position around here. Now, while we are entering a short around here, like I have told you guys in the stop loss video, we have to keep our stop losses at the most logical place, right? Now, this was the pullback, and our SL should have been a tad bit higher above this particular green candle's high. And while we shorted the markets around this level at 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock candle around the 5 minutes time frame, markets did give us some pullback, but never actually triggered the stop loss. And then immediately, as you can see, market went on to much lower levels. First initial stop loss was around here. Once the market gave this low, the SL moved to this particular swing high. Again, it was not triggered. Market made another new low. SL moved to this particular high. Market again gave a slight pullback. SL was around here. Market gave a pullback till around this, never triggering the stop loss. And then again, eventually, market gave a very good reward to anybody who would have held on to the short trade, right? Now, there are two reasons why the holding on to this trade was extremely important. I'll come to that shortly. First, I'll speak about the exit. Now, I was looking at an exit around this level. Like I had also told in the video that this was the zero point 0.5 to 0.618 zone. And and I had also mentioned in yesterday's video, in case if you're shorting the markets around here, look at the price action around here very, very carefully. And in case of a positive setup being formed, we need to look at booking our profits and also maybe take a long entry based on price action confirmation, right? It is not necessary that what we are looking at a zone around here and the market has to come and reverse from here, right? This is something that we are preparing ourselves for, and ultimately, market will do what it has to do. But what we can do is we can look for signals, or we can read what is going on behind the charts and then take those particular trading decisions. Market did not take a good support around here for a positive sign around here. We needed it to form either a base or to form a double bottom or any positive sign, maybe a big bullish engulfing candle around here. That would have been my exit. But market had different plans. It went all the way down again here and then slowly reversed around here. I exited somewhere around this particular green candle because one, the day was coming to a close. I got a very good risk to reward. Plus, this was a zone wherein I wanted how the price is reacting. I wanted to see how the price is reacting. Uh, Market again went into some kind of sideways zone and then ultimately closing near the day's low. So I hope I have explained how exactly was the trade trailed, and this is how exactly that you need to look at now. I am a scalper. What was the reason for me holding on to the trade from around 10 in the morning to well past 2? I that is not me, right? But try to understand on a higher time frame what I have been discussing with you guys is uh, market has not been able to move much, did not show much momentum around these last two trading days. It was completely sideways. Uh, Last 3 days, in fact, and market, although was opening higher, was not able to close above this particular zone, and market was ultimately closing near the day's low for the last 3 days. Now, that is what you need to speak to the market about, and that is what trying to see that okay, the sellers are present around here, the sellers are strong around here. And that is the reason when this trend line broke, I asked you guys to create a short entry around here. And after a sideways consolidation, a trade, whichever side it emerges on, it will give a good trending move. And yesterday's candle was a doji. So after a doji is usually an undecisive candle wherein the buying and the buyers and the sellers are equally strong, and that is the reason why market closes near the open. And any breakdown below or breakout above this is usually a good trading sign. That was the reason I trailed, and plus, obviously, market was trending, not was not trending for the last couple of days. And what happens after a sideways consolidation is a good trending move that you get, right? So that is the nature the market usually moves in. It does not move all the way up, all the way down, and it will go in those particular waves, giving us the retracements as we take our entries, and as well as market will give us phases of sideways consolidation, and then the desired move or a trending move that can come, and that is something that we have to be ready for. Right. So this is it about what was today's trade idea. Now let's plan for tomorrow. Now the number one thing here is this particular zone that we had drawn as a key support area has been broken, retested, and then again we have got a closing below this, right? So should we look at this particular zone now? I don't think so. This zone would remain of less importance to us now. Now, what we can see on a daily time frame is, see, I'll just remove all the drawings, right? Market was in a sideways consolidation. I'll just use a brush. I don't know where that is. Just give me a second. But I don't want to turn the drawings on. Yeah. So market, okay. Even this will turn all the drawings on. So market was in this particular, so I'll better draw the box only. Market was in this particular sideways zone the entire time, going up, going down, going up, going down, not giving us a good trade around here. But what we saw here was this was the high of the zone, this was low of the zone. We had marked the high for a potential breakout, which did come. Now, yesterday, what I had discussed was neither is the market filling this gap, neither is market going up above. Today, what we have seen is a gap filling. This particular gap, which was there in after which market was sideways, that gap has been filled. So I'll delete this. Right now, what is of importance to us is this particular entire move up that had come. Now, instead of a smaller time frame fib level, what I want to watch and keep an eye on is this particular fib level, which is a fib level that we have derived from the daily charts, right? So this is a important level for us. And if we switch to the 15 minutes time frame, what we can see that market is right now sitting at this particular important zone. Now, tomorrow's day can be a interesting day. First things first, after a trending day, please make sure that you're not expecting another trending day until unless market is trending. That might be a scenario that happens once in a blue moon, but usually after a good trending day, market tends to be sideways, and uh, that is where trap trading usually comes into focus. So again, I'll present one of my most favorite setups. we are also at a fib support on a daily time frame. So this low, please mark this particular low. Say, for example, market opens flat, gives us a bearish candle around here while closing below previous day's low, and then the high of this candle gets taken out. That is where we can look at a trade on the long side. Try to understand the psychology of the trade around here. So once this low breaks down, there will be a lot of fresh sellers who would have been invited into the market, right? And once they enter the market and market reverses up above this particular high, so these are all subject to certain conditions being fulfilled. If the high of this candle gets taken out, we get a small minor pullback, an inside candle, anything, right? We can go long around here and we can target at least from around this high to this low, whatever is the 50% fib levels, at least till around this particular zone is something that can be looked at as initial target, from where again we can see market taking some resistance, right? So this will be the first trade setup that we can see. If market opens with if market opens flattish or slightly gap down, this is a scenario that we can expect, right? Now, because we are very close to a support zone, and below this support zone, we are looking at a short entry, of course, right? Sorry for that. What about the long setups? We'll again use from this particular high from where the market has fallen, and I'll mark just the 50% zone, right? For any long trade, we want market to sustain above this again with a pullback. We can create a long entry only if the market, say for example, market opens with a gap up. Now, in that scenario, people who would have carried shorts overnight would be trapped, and that can give us a momentum on the upside. But for now, I feel there is some bearish pressure in the market, and we should be cautious on the long side. But again, we will not predict anything, but we are prepared for each and every scenario which is there. So I hope this video would have added some value to your trading or to your trading career or the way you look at the markets. So I will end the video here, and please put down anything that you might have to say in the comments box, and do not forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys again tomorrow post the market. Till then, have a good time, and yeah, keep following and keep spreading so that we can learn and evolve and grow together. This is your Nifty Guy signing off. Have a good evening. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much for watching.